Hi Virgo, welcome to your month of March reading. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. Let's do the astrology before we get into the tarot. There's a separate oracle reading as a bonus supplement to the month of March. Check that out also. It should be under the next one from this. Okay, so astrology first. 2nd of March is the new moon in Pisces. This is so important because this is your opposite sign having a new moon, right? So indirectly there's almost like a pass-through of energy. And so it's almost like this revival synergy energy on this 2nd of March in this new moon of Pisces. It's the culmination of the zodiac, lunar zodiac cycle, right? And the beginning of the new. Think of this more as exit the matrix, enter the astral period. And you've got to think about Pisces. It's super fluid. The best way to use this energy is to be as creative as possible. If you think that escaping emotion, or tucking things under the carpet, like under the rug, that's not really going to work. It's a new moon of truth and transparency, so it's probably a really, really good idea to create your resolutions, your New Year's resolutions, a new set of affirmations, put them down on paper, and create almost like a contract with the universe. Now's the time to do it. 5th of March, Mars and Venus enter the sign of Aquarius. This is your relationships, this is your finances, this is the yin and yang within you going into a sign of expansion, community, thinking outside of the box. There's a lot of thinking outside of the box that's going to take place in the month of March. Be inventive, be interesting, tap into the new. Tap into your community. On the 9th of March, Mercury enters Pisces, and this is really good fun because communication becomes super fluid. It's really transparent. It's quick, it's fun, it's flirty. There's an element of life beginning to imitate a movie. The energy is fun, it's fluid. Don't take anything too seriously. Mercury, your ruling planet, likes to be here. Have a good fun with this phase. On the 18th is the full moon in the sign of Virgo, your own sign. This is the grand reveal, Virgo. This is that moment where you kind of put in the spotlight and you're being asked to show and tell. What have you learned? What has this last year been about? This last cycle from last year to this year, what has it been about? What has it brought out in you? Who are you now? This is a full moon of really thinking about how to make your dreams a reality and being quite practical and pragmatic about it also. It's a great time to get organized, and it's an even better time to connect with nature, get really about your mystical, mysterious side, and get serious about your magic, Virgo. On the 20th, the sun enters Aries. It's also spring equinox and the astrological new year. Let's kickstart into some new projects, huh? Fun new beginnings. On the 27th, Mercury enters the sign of Aries, and it's fiery communication at this point. And so, I say, on the 31st, new moon in Aries, this month is about endings and new beginnings in all different shapes, forms, and sizes. It's a period of transition. It's about resigning from expectations of the matrix and ascending into more of an astral state of being, meaning moving into the 5D. Virgo. All the while, Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good luck and growth, is in your opposite sign, sending you this, like, extra pocket money, good luck. Just feel it come through. Don't block it. Don't resist it. Expand your containers. Allow yourself the privilege of thinking big. Venus and Mars are encouraging this in the sign of Aquarius. Be inventive. Think outside of the box, Virgo. Right, deep breath in for me. If you'd be interested in booking a reading, visit rubyreadstarot.com. All donations to the channel are greatly appreciated. You'll find out where to do so in the description box. Hit subscribe, hit like, and let's go, Virgo. Messages for the Virgo Collective for March 2022. Let's tap into the universe, guys. Deep breath in. Think about, Virgo, the spring equinox, the budding and the blooming of the flowers, the fresh new beginnings, and the assurance of absolute abundance. This is where it all begins, Virgo. Connect into your natural abundance. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Okay. The Devil card, Capricorn energy. The Empress, there you are. The Two of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. Okay. Virgo. Capricorn season, Aquarius season, a lot of the planets in Capricorn, especially Capricorn in Pluto, sort of doing all of these funny shenanigans with some of the other planets, has really felt like a bit of a binding sentence to what may have felt like hell. An unbreakable situation. Perhaps the stagnant air of Aquarius season just getting a bit too much. This is overcoming. This is you transmuting a grim situation into one that is truly aligned with the true essence of who you are. Abundance. One is stark, barren, empty, and the other is so full of life. March might feel like a stark contrast. You'll start the month one thing, very aware of what has bound you, what has lit a fire up your backside, and what has made you feel really uncomfortable. You know, the fun thing about this devil energy is it's literally a decision. So you get to decide, hey, I'm not here anymore. And just like that, just like a click of a finger, just like magic, you can decide that I am the Empress. Born in September, representing the harvest. Born in September, representing the harvest. Time of natural abundance. Time of reaping reward. So I represent this very fertile, abundant, plush Empress energy. You decide, Virgo. It's like we spoke about in your weekend reading. This is very much a conscious decision, but the progression that Pisces season allows you, the abundance, which is very much a mindset, and we all know that attitude is everything, right? So if we're talking about money being an energy, make sure you know where your energy is placed. And this is a conscious decision, okay? It's no different for anyone. No one's better at it than anyone else. It's training, it's dedication, and it's about will and belief. This Empress knows. She knows her worth. You can't budge her off her crown, and you certainly can't bind her to some weird, devilish bullshit. Be very aware of the people that may have been stealing your energy. Be very aware of people that may have been violating you or stealing from you or taking from you. And this could be anything. It could be your resources, it could be your time, it could be your energy, it could be your money even. Make sure you're being reimbursed, Virgo, for your efforts. Don't let people take from you more than they should. This is also about don't bind yourself unnecessarily to things or people and let them just take from you. Because that's toxic, it's codependent, and it's parasitic. And so we're very much in ownership of our own time, energy, freedom. No one has a hold over you, Virgo. And where it might be very, very easy to use that as a scapegoat, please understand. Your attitude is everything. Don't drop the precious image that energy is behind you. And it's about you stepping into what you truly are and what the present is, and that is the Empress. So let Pisces season transform you and put you back on the throne. Pisces season is, even March, may be about some personal reflection, some deep internal conflicts that you might want to put behind you. Taking off the blindfold and noticing that there's no real threat. Putting the sword down and not wasting that energy. I mean, it can be quite exhausting being in that stance of defense all the time. Take the blindfold off. There's no boogeyman. There's no Baba Yaga. There's no threat. And it might be worth reminding yourself, perhaps it was in your head. So, the Four of Pentacles. Think about how those pentacles, one's placed at his crown chakra, the other around his heart and his solar plexus, and the two at the bottom perhaps representing his root under his feet. This is a lot to do with blockages. The Four of Pentacles is very rigid. It's very fixed. It's very aware of just the 3D. And Pisces season kind of isn't about that. So I guess here there might be a bit of a stark comparison about how it's either way too much in your head or it's way too much in the practical 3D. And I think you kind of need to dead that, because that's clearly not been working, and that's obviously not the way. There's been way too many plugs in you, and that can be really draining. And it's time to pull the plug on a lot of things. And that might even involve things that have bound you to a place where you know there's some shady stuff going on there. Allowing the new, so resistance to the new, and perhaps this very basic, limited, devilish kind of place that you may have been stuck in. It's time to ascend from all of that. It's time to grow. It's time for a new dawn. It's time for a new day. Let bygones be bygones, Virgo. Pull the plug. It's time for a new start. This full moon in your sign is an invitation. I love it when they jump out like that. Yeah, this is the message. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups, dreams and illusions. Oh, I love where this is going. So, 3 of Swords, Strength card, Ace of Wands, the Magician, yum yum, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. I love that. So, I think, Virgo, Pisces season is about the deepest emotions. You know, the things that are embedded in our heart that kind of make us human, first and foremost. They also make us us because they represent all of the things that have brought us to where we are now. And I'm sure if you'll agree, bar temporary hiccups and Capricorn season and Aquarius season moments, the 2 months of the year where it really is quite tricky. This season kind of is more like a, hey, let's round up this lesson now, huh? It's time to pull out the swords. So easy to say, right? But Mending the holes is necessary so that the cup can be full again. And this summer, Strength card, by Leo season, I believe, you'll already be in the brand new. But I do think in March, with this Strength Leo energy, could be a predominant energy, Leo energy, sorry, a very macho Leo, I want to say, with some Gemini and some Virgo, definitely Virgo, Earth energy, water energy. But what I'm really seeing here is a very dominant Leo energy. Fire energy is strong here. But it is about overcoming something that may have felt very monstrous. And you may have had to like really overcome a few beasts and tame a few demons. But this Ace of Wands, one of my favorite cards, almost like that spark, the match flame, the illumination, the beginning of something, the beginning of the creation. This is that Ace of Wands. It's the beginning of creation. And so, be sure to be in your magic. Know the resources at hand. Be very aware of what you're thinking and what you're creating. Okay, you are absolutely a co-creator in all of this, and whether or not you like to believe it, we're manifesting all the time. So make sure that what you're manifesting is truly aligned with who you are. Okay, this element of Pisces season, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, is really going to help like a good old friend. Like the binary that is bound to carry you to the finish line. And so take this season as that, where life begins to imitate a movie, and all of a sudden you're back in your power, with the pentacle in your lap, with the friend, the support of a good old friend. Pisces season. The month of March looks really good on you, Virgo. Get super organized. Get about your bag. Get super organized. Get confident about your abilities. Like, you got this, babe. The month of March looks really, really good on you. Good for you, Virgo. Book a reading, Rubyreadstarot.com. To donate to the channel, you can find out where to do so in the description box. Hit the subscribe button for me, guys. And leave me a comment. I love it when you do that, guys. Mwah! I love you. Bye.